Howdy, y'all. Wyatt here with Cowboy Whiskey Adventures, and I want to talk to you a little bit today about a company that you probably see on just about every shelf in any liquor store that you go into. Now, as you can see, probably figure it out. And we're going to talk about that right when we come back. Hey, y'all, welcome back in. Now, if you're like me and you haven't been doing this a very long time, I've been doing it a little over a year now. You might not know that there's a vast array of just different companies that make the brown goodness you see on shelves in stores. From Jack Daniels to Bardstown to Jim Beam. Oh man, can't even think of it. Buffalo Trace. There are so many different companies out there that make and produce whiskey and bourbon that it's kind of hard to keep track. Now, one that I really wanted to look into because I see it so many places is Penelope. Now, if I personally was going to make my own whiskey, my own bourbon, it would take a long time. I mean, if you look at anything, go to bruzel.com and check out how he's making his home distillery and how he's going to start it. And just the overall time that it takes is ridiculous. On top of that, the money. But now, what if you were to make or have someone make your whiskey for you? You bottle, label, and sell it, and then maybe finish it in some interesting finishes. Well, for the short story of it, that's what Penelope does. So I dove into the internet and talked to a bunch of friends and just kind of did a deep dive on Penelope and found out that it actually was started in 2018 by Mike and Carrie, and I'm probably going to say their last name wrong, but it's Palladini, I believe. Now, this was the year that their baby girl was born, and from what I've read, Mike wanted a way to commemorate that, and with the help of his wife, they came up with the name Penelope, and that's how their whiskey was born. Mike teamed up with his neighbor and good friend, Danny, and together they set out to produce the best whiskey that they thought that they could by sourcing it. Now, by sourcing that, I mean that they went with someone to make their whiskey for them with the mash bill that they wanted, and then they brought that in and they did some interesting finishes. Okay, they teamed up with MGP out of Indiana, and Bardstown company to make their mash bills and their whiskey for them. They then get that from them and they finish it in whatever rum casks, honey barrels, just all different types of ways that they do it. They also have a partnership with the Speyside Cooperage, who makes all the barrels that they source or age their whiskey in. So it's just fascinating to me how much they have in such a short amount of time. From 2018 till 2025, they have produced and are on pretty much every shelf in the United States, as well as 3 other countries. That's just absolutely fascinating to me. And now, granted, I haven't tried all of them, but most of the ones that I have tried, I've really liked. And I got a couple of examples, or excuse me, I got 4 examples up here. I have the Penelope Havana, which you can see we absolutely despise. Um, this is just something, it was whiskey that was finished in maple syrup and rum barrels, double cask finished. And this is the Havana. This to me is just a super, super sweet whiskey that to me, I know they talk about people pairing it with wine, wine with different foods and things like that. But Penelope is one that I would pair personally with like a piece of pecan pie or apple pie or something like that that my wife makes because it just has that nice sweet flavor on it. They have their wheated bourbon, which I really like, and it just has kind of that nice soft flavor and just really easy on the palate. I really enjoy it. It's something that I sip neat, and since I did find it, it's probably one of my favorite wheated bourbons right now. I know there's a lot out there, but it's got to be one of my favorites, like in the top five. They also make the ready to drink things. This is the Penelope Peach Old Fashioned, and I really thought that my wife would like this, but it wasn't really her jam, so to speak. But I found it very crushable. And if you like old fashions and you like different flavors in them, this is something that you can just get a nice ice ball, throw it in a rocks glass, and crush it. I mean, it's very easy sipping. It's very low alcohol. It's what, 80 proof, 40 alcohol by volume. It's something that it's so easy to drink. And my newest bottle, which is the Penelope Single Barrel. And this is a 10-year straight bourbon whiskey, and it is 105 proof, I do believe. But let me check that for you. I gotta put on my old man spectacles. Still working on the arm here, so it is 105 proof, a 10-year bourbon whiskey, and it is part of the estate collection. So I figured, since we're all here just kind of hanging out, why not just pop this sucker open and give it a shot and see if we like it or not, right? Might as well do that all right here in front of you guys. I did get my sling off, so that's kind of cool. It's just the very beginning stages, so I'm working with it. But if you're just going to any place where you can buy bourbon or whiskey or anything like that, there's so many different labels out there and so many different types of whiskey, from ones that are finished to weeded to rise to high rise. It can be baffling, and honestly, when you walk in there, it's kind of a little like, shoot, I don't know if I'm going to like this or not. And some of the places will actually have like a tasting bar, and they'll have something set up that's kind of like this, where they'll pour something in maybe those little plastic cups, or some of the like mom and pop ones I've found actually have Glencairns that they will let you try. And there we go. Woohoo! I'm going to pour this in my CWA Glen here, but I'm going to put it down here because I don't want to spill it. But I think it's really cool about just how they do that. Now, not all places do it. I know that you can go to Total Wine and More, and they have a lot of people there that will help you and let you try things that they have out. Normally, it's not stuff like this. It's going to be stuff that like Willicott or some of the stuff that is specific to them. But still, just getting the chance to try stuff before you buy it, I think, is huge. And I like that. Now, Penelope has many different kinds, and if you'll pardon I've got all different kinds of things pulled up on the laptop here. So they have their barrel strength, they have their toasted bourbons, they have their wheated, they have 4 grains in their Cooper series, they have the Havana, they have the Rio, the Rose Cask Finish, the Valencia, and one I'm not even going to try to pronounce. Their limited releases, which is their Toasted Rye, their American Light Whiskey, which I want to try, along with their cancer. And their cigar series. Now, I've heard the cigar series isn't like really highly rated by some of the people with other cigar batches. But me personally, I've never tried any cigar batch. I've never tried, you know, the Joseph Magnus. I've never tried, of course, the Penelope. And there's a lot of others out there, but I used to smoke years ago, so anything that has to do with smoking or cigars, I'm just not a big fan of. I still would like to try it just to say I did, but it's not something that I'm really actively looking for. But one that I know I'm going to get as soon as I see it is their black walnut pre-mixed old fashioned, kind of like the peach here. And I like that. I know some people are, I like it. You try the bourbon and tell me if you like it or not. I mean, and I would love to hear in the comments, what is your favorite Penelope? I mean, do you like the wheated? Do you like the 4-grain? Do you like the barrel strength? You know, do you like all the ones that are in the estate collection, the limited, or do you like the pre-mixed? I have no idea. Wow, that's got a lot of nose to it. I don't get a high ethanol off the nose, but it's definitely, I don't even know if it has a lot of sweetness to it. I mean, it's, now, hold on here. Before I go screwing my nose up completely, what I'm going to do is I'm going to set this right here. I'm going to pause this video. I'm going to have a drink of my favorite whiskey here, just to acclimate my palate a little bit. Have a couple drinks of water, then I'll come back. I should have done that before I started, but I don't want to submit that to you guys. So I will be back in a moment, but for you guys, it's going to be... See, I told you that wouldn't be long at all. Now, what I did was, I figured, I got all 4 of these just sitting here. We might as well just try them all.
Boy, that escalated quickly. I mean, that really got out of hand fast.
It jumped up a notch.
It did, didn't it?
So what I did was I put the Havana, I put the barrel strength. Of course, I put the old-fashioned Penelope in here, and then I put the wheated. Just to kind of try them all, just to see if I could get, like, maybe any kind of a base out of it. I know I probably won't, and this is probably really dumb to do, but I figured, since they're all just sitting here, why not, you know? You can tell me if I'm done in the comments. I mean, I don't know, I could be.
What are you, fucking stupid?
Could be. So we'll start with the lowest proof, of course, which is the Penelope Peach Old Fashioned. Now, I know I should probably have this on ice, but it's fine. And I guess the biggest thing for me on this was, like, I was waiting for like a really strong peach smell, and I thought it would be kind of overpowering. Like, if you had, the only thing I had to compare it to was like say a peach drink or a peach energy drink or something like that. When you open it up, it just has that really strong peach smell, kind of that fake And what I wanted was, like, when I go to the farmer's market and you pick up a peach and you smell it and you're like, oh man. But this, to me, is just such an easy drinker, and it's something that whenever I have a whole bunch of friends over, like my drink party that's coming up and stuff on Friday, that I would give this to everybody to try, and I think just about everybody would like it. It's just so easy to drink. I mean, it's like, but you do get that peach flavor, maybe not just directly when you first drink it on your palate, but when it sits there for a second, it's like, wow. And definitely would be better colder with ice, but you just really get that nice peach flavor out of it, and I like that a lot. If you're a fan of peach anything, and a bourbon fan, I think this Penelope Peach Old Fashioned would be something that you would absolutely enjoy. Just rinsing my palate out here for a second. First one down, that was the Woodinville Glen. Yeah, I got all these different Glens here. Some from friends, some from different distilleries that I visited. Which, by the way, if you have never been on a distillery tour and you want to learn about bourbon and you live in Washington State, so far the absolute best one that I have been on is at the Woodinville Whiskey Company. They are a fantastic company and they give a great tour. Now, I would love to visit the Penelope, but of course I live up here in Washington and that's just too far away. The next one we're going to go for is, let's just get all the flavored ones out of the way, is the Penelope Havana. Now, of course, this is the one that is finished in maple syrup barrels, and it's double aged, I believe, is what I said. Something like that. Here we go again. The spectacles. Finished in maple syrup and rum barrels. Double cask finish. I wish I would have got a second bottle of this, to be honest with you. I really like it. It's just got that super sweet. Just a great nose. You can smell the maple. And I like rum too. Don't get me wrong. I'm a rum fan. Of course, I'm a tequila fan too. But I really think they did a great job on the finish on this Havana. Just fantastic. And it is 46.3 alcohol by volume. So what? That's 93 ABV. Oh, man. So good. Just, I like that it's sweet, but it's not like, to me anyway, it's not like an overpowering sweet. But again, I think this would go really good with any dessert that you wanted to try with it. For me, of course, pecan pie, or my wife's pumpkin pie. My wife's a baker and she's fantastic at it. If you know me and you know my wife, you know why I'm the size I am today. This is just a fantastic bottle. If you ever get the chance to get a hold of this Havana, I definitely urge you to pick one up. Or if you see one lying around anywhere and you like just a nice, sweet kind of dessert bourbon, this is what you should get. Oh, and Mark from Pacific Northwest Bourbon, thank you for the bottle topper, brother. I love it. All right, now this is the barrel strength, so I'm going to go with the wheated. Oh, see, now that to me is just, I like the smell of a wheated bourbon. I found it just, it has a better nose for me. I don't know if that's everybody, but for me personally, it's just really nice. And this is another 93 proof. Penelope just does such a good job with all of their whiskeys and their bourbons. Man, like I said, I think at the beginning of this I said there was one I might not like, but I'm trying to remember what that one was, and I don't think I had one. Oh, just really kind of a soft nose on this one. It definitely get I get a little bit of that vanilla in it. Not so much of the caramel that you would usually get in a bourbon, but just more of the vanilla, a nice kind of wheated smell, I guess is the only way I know how to put it. Very soft on the palate. Super easy drinker. Lots of I want to say bourbon flavor, but to me it's more of a whiskey flavor. And I know that's going to sound weird to some people, but stop that. I kind of get that whole. This is the way I classify it. I don't know it's wrong. Just listen to me for a second, okay? Anything that's below 100 proof, I kind of classify it as a whiskey because they either proof it down or it just, to me, in my own mind, that's kind of how I see like a whiskey is. It's not as powerful as a bourbon. Does that make sense? If it doesn't make sense to you, you can tell me in the comments that I'm full of you know what, but in my mind, it makes all kinds of sense. So that's just me, and I understand that. Yes, I am putting White Monster in this to cleanse my palate because I don't have any water up here. But I promise you, when I'm done, I'm gonna go have like a 2 or 3 bottles of water. Anyway, we're about to get to our last one. CWA Glen. I had these made off of a lady who did them on Etsy for me, so she did a fantastic job. All right, the last one I've been looking forward to. This is the Penelope, and it is the barrel strength, and it's part of their estate collection. And it's 105 proof, so and that's where I get the stronger nose. It seems like I get more of the caramel, the vanilla, a hint of ethanol, but not like anything bad at all. But it definitely has that, just that bourbon smell that over my time doing this that I've kind of come to really appreciate. And it's like anything that's a bottle and bond or higher, it kind of, to me, if it has that, what I call a bourbon smell, I know I'm going to like it. Now, there's some out there that don't have that are the higher proofs that I really don't appreciate at all. But I don't typically do reviews on those. If I'm doing a review on a bottle, it's something that either I like or I love. So that's just a heads up. It smells really nice. Let's see what it's got. Got a little bit of spice to it. Nice warmth going down. I don't know if I get an actual... Yeah, that's good. Penelope, Mike, Carrie, David, you guys know what you're doing. These are fantastic. Oh, wow. I really like that. Just another bottle that I'll take to a bottle share. Did you know? EWA Glen. Hope you can see that. It's kind of harder to see my logo, which it's this logo right here. That's kind of etched into the glass. Man, she did a good job. Where the other one is just the CWA. But going back to the bourbon itself. In a whole, Penelope knows what they're doing. And me personally, if I was ever going to open or start a whiskey line or a bourbon line, I would do it the way that they did, where I source my whiskey with a company that I really like their product, and I would finish it or have the mash bill done in the way that I wanted it done. And they do such a fantastic job with the way that they do their finishes. Whoever picks all of their barrels, the way that it's really good. Now, I am no aficionado. I am still very new at this, but I know what I like. And so far, just about everything Penelope that I've tried, with the exception of the 4 grain. I haven't tried the 4 grain yet. That's the one I want to try along with their cigar batch. I have really enjoyed. So if you've been on the fence, you've been walking down the aisles of any liquor store or, you know, Total Wine and More or Bevmo or anything like that, and you've seen a Penelope on the shelf, don't hesitate. If you're hesitating to pick it up, just pick it up. You are going to like it. They do a great job with the way that they produce their whiskeys and their bourbons, and in all their finishes, even their old fashions. They're all fantastic. Thank you for sitting through this video and listening to me ramble. I really appreciate it. If you have not liked the video, please do so. And if you haven't subscribed, I would greatly appreciate it. And you can go to peak73.com to check out everything you want to know about me. I try to keep that website updated, as well as any of my merchandise that you might see. All of that just kind of helps the channel out along, helps me produce things as I go along. And any of my friends that you want to go check out online, I urge you to do so. I try to link them down below, and if I didn't, I will. This is Wyatt with Cowboy Whiskey Adventures saying, see you daylight. Peace, my friend. That's good.